Hey guys, I'm on tour. Come see me live at Charleston, South Carolina, May 29th through the 31st. Hartford, Connecticut, June 5th. Hoboken, New Jersey, June 7th through the 8th. Brooklyn, New York, I'm headlining the Bell House, June 10th. Syracuse, New York, June 11th. Albany, New York, June 12th. Chicago, Illinois, June 18th. Denver, Colorado, June 20th and 21st. Buffalo, New York, June 26th through 28th. Nashville, Tennessee, July 25th and 26th. Seattle, Washington, August 29th and 31st. And Richmond, Virginia, November 14th through the 15th. And all my dates are my punch-up links on all my on all of my socials. Thanks, guys. Do you think you could pull Neil Patrick Harris?
It seemed like it was going well when you guys were... I have a video of them talking.
Oh my God.
We were creeping on Colton at the bar, throwing it at MPH.
So, this is back. Some of this is back. Some of this is back. Some of this is back.
To drag out horror.
I never do that anymore, but yeah.
I wouldn't ever do that anymore.
I mean, I'm in my 20s. Yeah, I fell for it a few times. Being a secret girlfriend.
It's hard not to.
God forbid they be seen in public with a chubby woman.
But did it feel
They're
like
disgusting.
a little fun being a secret?
No.
Oh.
I think the idea sounds fun, and then when you're in it, you're like, being a secret feels really bad.
Yeah, no, you don't want to feel like your own mistress.
Yeah. Because you are cheating on yourself to do it. You're
Yes.
like completely leaving who you are as a person and your morals to be like,
Yes.
does he like me?
Yeah, I can't picture ever doing that now. It's so crazy. No, there's this world is rampant with straight men that are like, I love chubby women, like an insane amount, but I cannot do it publicly.
Why is that?
Because they're cowards. Because they date for each other. They're gayer than gay men. Because
Yeah.
they fuck women based on who their dude friends want to fuck. They think. Or their dad.
They were,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I need a girlfriend that my dad wants to fuck as well.
yeah,
You know
that
what's
is really important. That is really important. One time my
But
dad
then
called
they-
my brother's girlfriend Mousy, and it fucked with his head forever. He ended up breaking up with her.
Oh my God, see?
Yeah, men care about what other men think.
Yeah, straight men date for
No,
each other's approval.
I think gay men do too, because there was a gay guy on TikTok who popped up and he was like, he was like a little bit older, and he was like, here's my advice to younger gay guys who are dating. He was like, don't care if your friends would be attracted to your boyfriend.
Yes.
And he had this whole thing about it, and I was like, oh, that's so true. I think a lot of gay guys do deal with that.
Yeah, I
as
think
well.
a lot of
I think it's
men in
men.
general just like exist for each other the most.
I stopped
And it's
asking
so
who my husband's fucking. So I totally get it.
I don't know.
I
If that's
don't
the
know. I
same
was saying the same thing.
Same thing.
Because
Yeah.
he'll show me like, yeah, I hooked up with this hot guy yesterday, and he'll show me. I go, yeah, good for you. Good for you.
Was the guy hot to you as well?
No,
That's what he's saying.
Very clearly.
Jesus.
Yeah.
no, but I liked that he was doing it.
Yeah.
He went
But
to
also,
this.
just throw it out there, sometimes people's pictures, some hot people are just not as hot in picture than you meet them in person. I know I sound like a woman. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
he's hotter in person.
That's true.
I really saw his personality through his text messages.
Yeah.
Um,
See, I'm the opposite. I think I'm actually hotter in pictures.
No, same.
I'm always like, I see a picture of myself, I go, that's great. And then I see a video and I go, wait. I don't think that's good.
Yeah, I met my dude on Tinder and he was definitely hotter in person.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
It's almost
He still
exciting
is.
because it never happens when you meet someone online.
Yeah, well, I feel like it happens a lot with straight men. I don't know, because they're bad at taking photos of themselves.
because they don't
Terrible.
know, they couldn't imagine that
They're-
a guy could look good.
They're always in the car. They're always in the car.
Or with the fish, I guess.
They have to
With
do
the
it in
fish.
secret in the car in the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
They're like, get a picture of me while no one's looking.
It's always a bad angle. And then sometimes even that, if someone seems like great, like that's enough to turn me on. When I was still dating on apps or whatever.
Yeah.
But that was enough because I'm like, oh, you're such a fucking idiot. You don't even know how to take a good photo of yourself. You're not boyfriend material.
You're not
Oh.
boyfriend material. You want someone that knows how to take a good photo of themselves.
I think
'Cause
that,
that
like,
sounds
either
like-
you're dumb or you feel very entitled to like get, any woman you want on the apps when you barely put effort into your own profile. That bothered me.
Yeah.
What about like the idea of a boyfriend that doesn't have like an Instagram?
That's
Oh,
the straightest man available.
Because that in my head is the
I
same
think that's
shit.
incredible.
Right? It's
Yeah.
the same shit as I
dated
can't
that
take
before.
photos. What?
Yeah, I've definitely dated.
That's what you
that
aim
person
for. If
before.
I was a woman, I'd aim for the guy who
If-
had an Instagram.
Yeah, no. If my boyfriend, if I was a woman and my boyfriend didn't have Instagram, I'd be like, he's cheating on me.
My boyfriend uses Instagram, but he doesn't really put anything on it.
Okay, that's great.
Like
That's
his-
very
And does this
straight.
one live in
His
the same
main
building?
is very empty. What?
Does this one live in the same building?
He lives in my apartment with me.
Okay.
You
Does your
shady
ex,
bitch.
does your ex still live across the hall?
No,
Okay.
he was still living across the hall when I started to date my current boyfriend.
And did you have to
was a
sneak him?
little
But did it
awkward.
feel like we gotta sneak him in?
No, fuck that.
Okay.
No.
Oh
we
wait,
were
so you
broken
dated
up.
someone in the same building as you?
No, I dated someone and then we broke up and then the apartment across the hall opened up and then he moved in there, which we thought at the time was a really good idea.
Wait, you thought like legitimately? You were friends? Because that sounds horrible. That sounds like he was stalking
We
you.
were friends, and then now he doesn't talk to me. But I don't know what
Do you think it's
happened.
because you moved in another guy in front of him?
And you yell, scream.
But he also moved in a woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a comedian, like a person that I knew. I mean, I still know her. She was my friend.
was.
She's awesome.
Okay.
Well, I would love to still be her friend, but I don't know. I don't know their life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
And then they moved, and it was like, yeah, it was fun at first, but at the time, it also felt like the fastest solution to getting him out
Yeah.
of our apartment.
Yeah.
And like his
And easy.
video games and shit.
No video games.
Well, I don't mind video games, but it was like my apartment got feminized like so fast. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It was like all the black IKEA furniture was gone and like, wrestling memorabilia or whatever. And it just seemed easier to be like, just move it across the hall.
Yeah.
And all of our friends were like, this is a terrible idea.
Uh-huh.
It was not at first, and then it was. They ended up being right.
I think that's how all breakups go, where you go like, well, in this moment, I still really care about you in this way. So
Yeah.
like, we can obviously work this out as friends. And then like 3 months later, you're like, I fucking hate you.
Yeah, I didn't get to that. It just got a little bit impractical and awkward. But I wish we could still be good friends. This is like the only ex I'm not friends with. I stay friends with all my exes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's really fun if you're my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, just going to hang out with someone who's been inside me.
I think it's great. I think it shows like I used to like this person. I
Yeah.
don't anymore. Don't worry. I broke up for a reason. And I remember the reason.
Yeah, it didn't work as a relationship, but like, I don't know. I almost think it's better that I still like the people I dated. 'Cause
Also-
that they're like nice.
I think it's
Good
a
people.
very good sign. I think if you talk to somebody, they're like, oh, all of my exes are crazy. You go, you're crazy. I'm leaving.
I agree with you.
And
yeah.
if you hang out with that person, like if I was your new boyfriend, I was hanging out with you and a guy that you used to date, you can physically see if there's still a connection.
Oh, for sure.
So it's like I like that more. It's like, yeah, go hang out, and then I hang out with them. And I'm like, oh, we're good.
Yeah,
Like, there's
I
nothing
know.
between these two. It's
You're like,
over.
I
actually
love that
feel
you're
like-
saying this. Are you talking about Seth?
Yeah.
Okay. With the girl?
Well, no, I think that's just in general. Like that's a
I
common thing.
think that's a terrible idea. I don't think that works.
I like that
practically
you're
at
saying.
all.
I agree with
It's
everything
been
you're
working
saying.
my whole life.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to hate on it. Good for you. I hope it continues to work out. But for the majority of people in the world, you're not going to remain friends with your ex.
I have one ex and we're still friends.
I think when you're like a narcissist and the center of your own story, then everyone else is just like a character in my book, but I'm the center of that universe. So it makes sense for me to keep everyone I've ever known.
Oh, I
I
As
agree.
Recurring characters.
Yeah.
But the chemistry does have to be gone. And that like
Yeah.
I have exes that I'm like I love dearly. They're like my best friends in the world. But if I think about having sex with them, I do feel like throwing up a little bit in
Yeah.
like a brotherly way.
I don't know if guys can feel that way about someone.
No, but you can always
Yeah,
see.
because you guys are disgusting.
Yeah.
I agree. But like,
I guess I have a secret mistress, and it's my ex-boyfriend.
Really?
No, I just text him, but I don't
You
tell
don't hook
anybody
up
about
anymore?
it. No.
Oh,
no,
okay.
No.
Yeah, I don't even really have exes
I'm not allowed
that I
to.
like went back around with that much. Only one, like the most terrible person I've ever met in my life. I guess I don't talk to that guy.
Can I bring up something? I just saw John Waters last night.
John Waters.
I just saw John Wood is last name. I tell you. And he was talking about the Dick Doc on stage and how he brought, like, he auctioned off, like, a family, something like a hangout with him in PV. And he brought families down there to the Dick Doc because he thought it was funny. And I was sitting there, like, laughing at that. And I was, like, remembering that all those people getting mad at us for having S-titties be like, yeah, the Dick Doc.
Yeah.
And I thought, fuck them.
Yeah.
What's that Dick Doc?
In P-Town, there's a dock where all the gay guys fuck underneath. And
Oh,
we
hot.
had someone talk about it on the podcast. And we clipped it up. And then all these gay guys
You
were
had
like,
Selena on?
yeah.
I love her.
Yeah, and she talked about it, and then afterwards, people were like, "Wow, really fucked up that you're doxing the Dick Doc." And
Oh, because it's supposed to be secret, but it's not.
There's like
It's not a
100
secret. It's been around for fucking half a
Oh, and then John Waters
century.
talked about it to like a sold out theater.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, and then he's
Yeah.
probably going to put on a special. It's probably somewhere. But then last night or 2 nights ago, Chip went to basically a sex party in a club that happens monthly. And they have sex in there. And I was like, how is that?
I hope so.
How is that? Well, right.
At the
Like,
sex
this
party.
sex party is really dry.
I will say I've been to so many. When I
Sex
lived in
parties?
Portland, we'd be at the sex club all the time, just like drinking, not having sex. I was like, this is sad.
There
need
used to be a
leave.
comedy show there.
Yeah,
Dad.
Sanctuary. yeah.
God.
There'd be, like,
we
women.
would do comedy while people were kind of fucking, but also kind of not.
Yeah, it's really
Just like
bad.
sitting naked watching.
It's humiliating.
Wait, they were fucking while you were performing?
Yeah, they're like
Some
they're always
people, yeah.
touching each other. The sex is supposed to be after the show, but you know those sex freaks. They never stop. They
Well,
can't
if you're
stop it.
crushing, people get horned
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
What are you gonna do? They're
Yeah.
bricked up for your jokes.
That's so funny. I just didn't know how it was legal and like how we can make that happen in Texas. But he said he didn't come. He said he didn't come at the sex
Shit,
party.
it didn't come at the
I
sex
thought it
party.
was like one big goon fest.
I don't
You don't
know.
have sex parties here?
I haven't been to
I
a
think they're
sex party.
secret because it's
Yeah,
Texas.
of
It's
course,
like,
yeah.
Oh, they're
Not
like,
legal.
we're not inviting Cole to Dill. They'll talk about it on their podcast.
Someone did write that in the Discord recently. Like, I choose Colton for this reason, and also because Dylan seems like he would talk about it on the podcast afterwards. I was like, uh-oh.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just from the Patreon, babes. It's behind a paywall.
Wait, did you go to that sex club in Portland?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's sex club for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, and why would have I been excluded?
Oh, so they just let
I'll say
anybody
that
in.
like they let like kind of fat gay guys there too. Is that what you were saying?
I just didn't know they let nerds in.
yeah. Well, my friends like
No, because private sex clubs are typically a little bit segregated in the way of straight sex and gay sex.
Yeah. And also usually they don't let single men in without a woman
Which
normally.
makes a lot of sense.
Of course, but
Yeah.
we had friends who were a couple who used to go all the time, and they were friends with the owners, and so they would just let us in for free because it's normally like $70 to get into the sex
Yeah.
club, or we'd go for the comedy shows.
Yeah.
But yeah, how long did you live
Ron
in?
Jeremy used to hang out there.
I
though,
know
and
people. That's what
just
people always used to say.
disgusting.
It's nasty. He's dead.
Yeah, I know.
I just
His
when you
big
said-
old dick's in the ground.
yeah.
I was shocked how
passed
short
away.
he was. When I was like in an elevator with him, I looked over, I was like, that is the smallest Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, yeah. He's smaller than ever right now.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Do you know how he was buried or cremated?
Yes, Colton. Of course I do.
You seem to know so much about Ron Jeremy. Tell me, where is he
they
buried?
they buried him face down.
Wasn't he in jail? I think he was
Dick
in jail.
in the dirt.
Anchored.
He died in jail.
I believe so.
He was in a lot of trouble at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
For what?
For raping.
Oh, and that's not okay.
Don't do that.
Thank you for saying that on the podcast. For
You're
making
welcome.
a
So brave of us.
Yeah. This is an anti-rape podcast.
We've
Not
said it
what
once.
I heard.
You guys, stop doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he had been raping for decades.
Actually,
course.
still alive.
No.
Yeah. Still
Wait,
alive.
what?
No. This is that.
How?
This is crazy.
How?
Is he even really in jail? You made that up too.
It says in January of 2023, he was declared mentally unfit to stand trial due to an incurable neurocognitive decline,
Shut
specifically
up.
severe dementia.
God, do you think Wendy Williams
So
and
now
him
he's
are
like
on the same
24.
award?
Dementia.
Wendy Williams. All the
She
blood
goes, you
went to
want
his
too
cock.
much. You want too much, Ron Jeremy.
How you doing?
Wendy's
how old
coming
is
back.
he?
Wendy's almost back, like mentally. I saw a vid.
Okay.
She seems like she's getting better.
How?
I don't know, but I was.
Did she stop drinking 6 gallons of vodka every day in bed?
Is that,
She was like, "You don't have to mention. You're an alcoholic."
well, she also has Graves' disease, which people on the internet accuse me of having.
And you don't?
No.
Wait, did
No.
you watch the documentary? I paid for it. It's so sad.
Wendy's?
Yeah.
No, what happens?
Well, it's just really fucked up. It seems like it's not okay that they made it. But she's literally just like drinking vodka in bed. But then they show her feet. Have you seen her feet situation? Don't look it up.
What happened? Are they
Friends and
hooked?
family. They're like, oh.
do you think it's from the shoes?
No, it's from her disease.
Oh.
And
What
from
disease?
just like
Graves'?
literally drinking too. I think she has like bad gout. Like she has like diabetes, like everything. Her feet are like swollen and crooked and like crusted over. Like they're like goblin feet. It's
Whoa.
so sad.
And
Yeah,
that's
she
a
can't like
symptom of
walk in
Graves'?
regular shoes. I guess. But they show it in the documentary, which seems like
Do you have
not
that
good.
symptom?
No.
Let's see him. no.
No.
I was just,
I'm
was
just expressive
thinking
with
of
my
this
eyes.
today because it's Easter.
Happy Easter.
Thank you so much. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
May peace be with you.
We used to do feet washing at my church.
Jesus Christ.
Face
I did that.
washing.
I had to
On
do that
Easter?
once on Young Life camping
Yeah.
trip.
Oh my God. Every Easter and every Christmas Eve. And they would like separate men and women. And like, it's really creepy. It's like by candlelight, but like in the cafeteria.
Huh.
So they like put a curtain between the men and the women, and you sit in a circle with just candles, and we sing songs, and then we wash each other's feet. But there's just like one pail of water for the entire room, so there's like 25 ladies. But my sister,
I would
was,
much rather be in the ladies' bucket.
You couldn't. You can't.
Guys, let me go in the other
It's so
curtain.
not fair when
You'd
they
be
don't let the
surprised.
gay guys hang out with the girls and they separate us. It
I-
really sucks when it's like we have to be with the straight guys.
I
This is
agree with
crazy.
you. Well,
yeah.
that's why we have choir.
Yeah.
You're-
And
yeah.
that's when we all got to find each
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
So the choir, we'll watch each other, the choir's feet.
Also, it is kind of a toss-up because an old church lady's feet, I mean, it's kind of as gross as it gets. But my sister is such a shady fucking bitch. She would like make sure she ran and sat on my left so that she only ever washed my feet,
Oh,
which are
smart.
fine. It's like little 8-year-old feet or whatever. And then I would be washing an old lady's fucking just corn
Hooves.
covered,
How
like
long?
long nails. Ugh.
How long would you have to wash for? Just a minute, maybe a quick swipe?
Like a minute, yeah. It's not too. You have to
Do you have to say something
definitely
while you're
make
doing it?
contact with both feet, and you have to be kneeling on your knees. And then some old church ladies would like kiss you on your head. It's like a very kinky, weird situation.
That's why they had to separate them. It got too sexual a couple times. Like we have to split them
Oh
up.
yeah, some of those old men would be like looking down at fucking 11-year-old cleavage. Or
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Like I
Or
know
they're
like-
it's
see it.
What if I washed the little girl's feet? It's like, no, sir.
Yeah, exactly. But it was just like, yeah, it was just a nightmare. I like would dread it, but you're supposed to do it to be humble.
It didn't
Wait,
work.
and
Like
you
Jesus.
and you like Easter?
I like Easter with my family, yeah.
I went out for Easter brunch today.
Oh, fun.
Where?
Was
yeah,
it crowded?
Well, no, we actually had to go at 9 a.m. because that was the only reservation that they had.
Did you wear a big hat?
I did not, and then I actually had only got a couple hours of sleep, so I was really tired, and I went home and immediately fell back asleep and just woke up.
Sometimes our Easter activities, my family will go to the gun club
Fun.
in the East Bay. And like, it is very fun, but it's like hilarious because there's Easter egg hunt and there's like babies looking for eggs. And then you're like, like semi-automatic rifles in the background. It's so loud. And then also like white trash moms who are like Easter egg hunting with their kid, but it's a baby that can't. And then she's just trying to find the egg with the money in it.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
literally just taking money from children.
Well, the kids don't need the money. She needs the money.
It's pretty amazing. And then they
Yeah.
have like a Frito chili pie or whatever.
I'm picturing her in like a spaghetti strap top. Too.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course. Yeah, it's rolled up.
Yeah. That's great. Like Aaron Brockovich.
And her baby's just sweating in like a puffy Easter dress.
Yeah.
And she's pushing children out of the way to get to the eggs first. It's
We're
a good
doing an
time.
Easter egg hunt today, and we're trying to figure out how to not people get hurt, because we were thinking about like, do you release everybody at the same time? But when they're adults, they will hurt each other.
Oh, yeah.
So
I think let them hurt each other. Who are you doing this with? Your family?
no, at the creek,
Oh.
What's at stake?
drink tickets.
Oh, my God.
Drinking
They're
is
going to
a-
be pushing.
Yeah. You say free alcohol. We got the free alcohol, people. The people that $5 was a big deal. I don't know. Now that I'm not drinking, I'm like, why do anything?
It is
Why
hard.
do anything at all?
Do you drink?
Yeah.
Love it. Do you still have fun with that?
Thanks. What?
Do you still have fun with it?
Yeah. I mean, I also just it's like we were talking about last night. Like I just get tired so easy now.
Yeah.
So I can't like even rage that hard anymore.
I thought
hate
you
being
had
tired
insomnia.
The next day. I do. But drinking doesn't help,
It doesn't put you out?
No, it makes it much worse. I take like weed edibles to sleep, and that's gotten a lot better.
Have you
But
ever
I
done
just like
the...
can't party like I used to, which is good. That's the normal
Yeah.
progression of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I drink. It's fine.
Love it.
Me too.
How long did you live in Portland?
3 years.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
When did you leave?
I left in 2016.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And then I went to New York briefly, and then I went to LA.
Yeah.
Briefly. Why briefly?
I would prefer to live in New York long term, like for comedy, but all my family's in California. So now I figured out it's actually much cheaper to just go to New York like 8 times a year than to live there.
Mhm,
So
yeah.
I just do that. So I stayed, basically long enough to like get past at a couple places and like show my face around and make people think I lived there long term so that they will book me for things.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And are you staying at a friend's house? Are you subleading? What are you doing?
Oh, at that time there was I don't know. Well, I won't say who they are, but there's like an apartment that these comics are just living in for free because they have like these shady landlords that they just always threaten to turn in, and it's actually a very nice apartment like in Williamsburg that would otherwise be like $4,500 a month, but they just haven't paid rent in years.
Really?
Wait, what kind of
they're
shady?
squatting, but it's nice. Oh, what kind of shady? I mean, they're like full like Greenpoint, like Hasidic mafia. Like these dudes like kill people, but also they just have a bunch of buildings that are not up to code in any possible way. Like there was no fire escape and shit. So they're like, oh, if you try to make us pay rent, we're gonna report you. So
Why
they
would-
literally just don't pay rent.
Wouldn't these people kill them?
They have threatened them a few times.
I'm
And
so weak, I'd be like,
thankfully-
This
then
is
we
New York.
pay.
And this is New York real estate, honey.
And then at some point they just turned off their water, but then one of the comics who's like handy like figured out a way to basically like jerry rig the pipes to still like have functioning water. This sounds like it's a terrible place, but it's a nice apartment
Yeah.
that they're just not paying for. And then once they did the thing with the water, they just stopped bothering them. So they basically just have like one unit in this big building that doesn't pay at all.
That's kind of
Mhm.
sick.
But they've just, it was a little nerve-wracking staying there anytime
Yeah.
I've stayed there because I just think someone's gonna like beat down the door at any
Do
moment.
they still live there?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wouldn't you? I mean, they haven't paid rent in New York for years, so they always let comics stay there and like crash for longer periods
That's
of
good
time.
karma.
Totally. Yeah.
'cause
Oh
if
yeah.
they
It's
just did it to
awesome.
themselves, it'd be like they're greedy.
100%.
But it's like, of course we have to let comics stay here. We're not even paying rent. It's not even ours.
Yeah. It's a really wild situation, but.
You're like, oh, you go to the Palestine protest? No, I'm getting them over in a different way.
Did you guys go to the protest?
Which one?
Was there a protest yesterday?
Was there? We were
fuck?
recording all day.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
it's
we have
important
a
to podcast
Yeah.
during these uncertain times.
This
This
is
is
our-
what people need.
Yeah, two gay men speaking in
Be the
microphones.
change.
Yeah, honey, they're coming for our throats, okay?
Yeah.
By the way, we don't do any news whatsoever. I'm just always like, I want to lose weight. Oh, that's great. What was your? Because I lived in Portland for 4 years.
Yeah,
and I
we
feel-
didn't overlap.
No,
though,
I got there in 2017.
But I heard all about you.
I heard all about you. That's why I was in a good way or bad way.
Good.
Okay, thank
Of
God.
course.
Well, I was a degenerate alcoholic while I lived there, so I was always like, uh-oh.
Oh yeah, but like everybody
yeah.
that lives there is.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
No, I just like heard you were really funny.
Oh, that's nice. I think we met one time at like that basement show.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
met a few times.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
did
But you heard about me? What did you hear about me?
Oh no, everyone was just be like, Amy's back in town because you're so funny.
The legend.
The legend Amy, absolutely. Well, you know that's how Portland is. If you are from there and you leave and you come back, it's actually like the best possible situation because you go back and like they put you in all the shows and all the shows
Totally.
actually pay really well because they all like believe in like comics making money, and so you can like
Yeah.
make like $700 in like a week and a half.
It's true.
It's great. It really is.
It's nice.
I always like visiting. I would never live there again, but
Yeah,
I do like visiting.
Yeah, well, you would never live there again.
No, I mean I didn't really love it when I did live there.
Yeah, yeah.
But also at that time it was at least affordable. Like I pretty much said like 3 years max and I left after 3 years, like almost on the dot.
Yeah.
And I get very infuriated by the culture.
Okay, same. What would
And I
infuriate
had
you?
like a real job there, like a day job. And I just even like I felt like I traveled back in time, like going from San Francisco to Portland. It would be a thing where I like got to Portland and then just like full grown professional adults are still talking about like sending a fax. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
No. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was just a lot of shit like that. And I just can't, I don't want to wait fucking 12 minutes for one coffee just because no one has any fucking hustle in that town. Everybody moves at a snail's pace. And I'm like, this is a city.
Yeah, they don't
It's
care.
technically a city.
Yeah.
We're not in the South. Like, why are you taking so long?
I agree.
And just, it's a lot of,
Bad
that culture is
attitudes.
a part of the comedy too. It's like a lot of people who feel very entitled to like get stuff, but refuse to do any work to get it.
So happy you're saying.
Like that place really just, there's a pace to it. And then it's creepy to have a major city that's mostly white people. I think they don't even have Jews. Like it's terrifying.
I used to joke because it would be like I felt like I was constantly in like a circle of like white women claiming to be bisexual who were in heterosexual relationships being like, I don't think you should be saying the word faggot.
Yeah.
And I would be like, I'm going to or they'd be like talking about like they'd be like Black Lives Matter. I go, black people hate you. You
lot.
can't even acquire one black friend. I was like, they don't like you. So what are you fighting for?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
100%. Yeah. It's like very progressive white people, they think, that also like specifically moved to a really white city.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, oh, this is how you're most comfortable.
Yeah.
I found it very uncomfortable. I don't know. I just was always running into situations where like I don't like people are like, you're being rude right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah.
just because I don't even know. I thought we were just joking around. And I go, oh yeah, you guys like don't have any black people around and there's not even like a lot of Jewish folks here. So it's just even like the cadence of this conversation feels aggressive to you when
Yeah.
actually I'm just from a city. Like
Being from the
and
East
I'm
Coast,
not, it's fine.
they always thought I was like so mean. They're like, Dylan's
yes,
mean.
same.
And
I
was-
got that so
okay.
much too.
I love that.
And you're just like, grow the fuck up. I'll never forget. I'm not going to say the comic's name, but I do not like this person. And they're so unfunny and exactly the example of what I was talking about of just like
And you will say it once
entitled,
the
but
cameras are
nonstop
off.
bombing. What?
And you will be telling me.
Oh
once the
yeah, of
cameras are
course
off.
I'll tell you after. But I did this show in Multnomah Village, which I don't know if you've been out there. It's like on the western, like outskirts of Portland, and it's a cute little town. But it happens to be like a little enclave of like a lot of Jews live there. And so I did this show for these old women, and this other comic was like, I had to get to another show or whatever, and so I was like, oh, can I go like before this person? And then these two old Jewish ladies were just like, we'll just move some other things around. And they looked at this other comic and they were like, we just don't think you could follow Amy. And it was just frank and true.
Yeah.
And like, she looked so hurt and so offended. And I was like, oh, you just nobody ever like speaks to you directly like this. And it's not even that bad. I'm like, they booked you on the show. Clearly they
Yeah.
like you in some way. But it was like, oh my God, like just so many situations like that where people are like, this direct communication is too hard for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, grow the fuck up. Like that's everything in Portland. Where you're just like, is that slice of pizza coming? Did you get my order? And
Yeah.
they're like,
And they're like, chill out.
settle down.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's been 20 minutes for a slice. So
Yeah.
just checking in. Guess I'm a huge cunt. Give you a 200% tip, but like, take your time.
Join our Patreon.
You guys, if you're just getting the main feed, you're missing out on half the things because we record an episode of Patreon every week.
Every single week, that's where we're telling way more dirty details on the Patreon. We actually fought on the Patreon for 6 months, but now it's and I actually asked somebody recently, and they said they loved that part. But now we're great.
Yeah, sorry, our friendship's still happening.
It's $5 a month. So if you join in, we do extra episodes every single week. It's mostly family style, sometimes with guests, but
Sometimes Dylan's on the road and I get Cowboy Cam in here and we go call another straight guy gay. It's fun.
so join patreon.com/someofthisiSbad.
Bye.
Bye.
I love that you guys are talking about this at full circle. And what that made me do was go fuck homeless people.
You don't have other options. Men trick you out there. They seem normal, and then they're living in their car. Okay, you don't know.
It is really hard to tell, like, like a barista with a bike from a person who lives on the street sometimes.
Well, also this,
And even some of the actual unhoused people there, kind of hot.
yeah, that is true.
It's you know,
Also,
it's just confusing.
You just, shh, I said I'd never do this again.
well, the culture of Portland is like it is like they haven't left that like 90s grunge. You shouldn't work. Fuck corporate America.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like even the comics will be like, I don't have a day job, man. I'll be like, okay, well, I'm better than you, and I actually work 5 days a week. So it's actually you can have a job. You're not that good at comedy that you don't have to have a job.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know how some comics love that story of being like, I was in my car, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't. We're on the same show.
No, I just like kept working multiple jobs to like make it work.
Yeah. Okay, I'm so glad I just had to ask about Portland. I love that. I left like bitter and angry, and I was like, I'll never.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people would just be like, oh, they all talking about like what they want to do, and I'm like, nothing's happening here. There's no industry here. Like, it's not gonna nothing will change. And they're all
Yes.
fighting for like 1 weekend a year at Helium, and I was like,
Yeah.
I want more. I want more. I
Yeah.
can't do this.
At the time I was there, thankfully there was like still the festival and industry would come there. But yeah, same. It was like when I showed up there, I would just like see shows and be like, you guys have a lineup of 8 of the exact same guy,
Yeah.
all talking about like how the weed's so strong now or whatever.
And it's a lot of like guys with greasy hair being like, I'm a feminist, and I'm like, you're a rapist. Like, you're not.
100%.
Yeah, and you
Do
know,
not get a ride home from that guy.
This is my last question about it, because I a lot of people don't have this in the comedy scene, but in Portland, one of my favorite things to watch was, and also be a part of, is that not be a part of, but like every year there's a reaping of a comic where it's like
Yeah.
they just like choose one person to like absolutely cancel in a way that
Yes.
like it's severity levels, but like it would be like you didn't even know. It's like the lights would go off and a spotlight would go on one person. It was just like everyone would back away from them and,
No.
and just destroy them on Facebook for like and then they're just done for they can never do comedy again.
No, I've gotten messages from people from Portland like, hey, you don't know me, but I'm from Portland and I just want to let you know this person's moving to your town.
Yeah, and that's
yeah.
the other thing. They try to screw them over. If they try to go do comedy anywhere in America, Portland will come after
They're
you.
very thorough.
Yeah. They don't have jobs. What else are they doing?
No, exactly. And it's also just like, yeah, it's like the Portland Comedy Facebook group was just like hundreds of people that haven't even done stand-up in 10 years, but they just want to be involved in the canceling.
It's incredible.
You're just like, what is your life? Like,
Yeah.
it's so
It's
wild.
very much like the reaping in the Hunger Games, where it's like, oh, 2 names pulled.
Yeah.
and
And there's always something where I go back and visit and there will be shit like someone just be like, this person thinks you hate them. And I'm like, I don't know. I've never heard that name in my life. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
who the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
And how could I care?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just always like people coming to me with like old drama. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I haven't lived here for almost 10 years. Like, leave me alone.
I am gonna spend a summer there this weekend. This summer I'm gonna spend like a month there to like
Go to the river and stuff.
I just want to spend like not comedy related and just
Yeah.
like have fun.
Oh, yeah. It's so fun and so nice. But it's just like not a place I would ever live again.
100%. I am headlining there next in May.
I felt like I was
I'll be there May 16th, guys.
Go
Come to
see
the
Dylan. I felt like I was just boiling over with rage like at all times.
Same. And which is crazy because my joke is I'm like, everyone's fighting over Israel and Palestine. Like, we really should be fighting over the Pacific Northwest because the people who live there don't deserve it.
No.
It really is the most beautiful place in the
It
world.
is.
And they don't deserve it.
They truly don't. And they're just full of shit.
Yeah. Say it.
Then just be a small town that's conservative because that's what you are. Like, let's stop pretending.
Boom.
You don't want to live near black people.
Oh, yeah, they hate
It's
it.
not your preference.
Yeah.
It's not my preference. No, we would ship them in here, but we don't want to move them. And they don't want to come.
It's crazy.
Oh, God. Well, and then are you bisexual?
Yeah.
Of course.
But that whole game in Portland was hilarious too because I never was like, yeah, I know all the women you're talking about where it's like you're married to like a guy that works at a bank, but you're like
And
a
they've
queer.
never been with a woman, and they're like,
Yeah.
"That's a queer woman." I
Yes.
go, why does it matter? You're in a monogamous heterosexual relationship.
Because they need to get on the queer showcases and bomb, and it was like
Yeah.
I never,
And bomb.
yeah, I never was like touting my street cred or whatever. I'm not like this is how many pussies I've eaten.
Yeah.
But I just, I didn't bully my way into those spaces. I got invited, but I still didn't see it as my space. I'm not dropping the F slur all
Yeah.
the time, even
All the
though
time?
maybe I could.
Yeah.
But it's like just not my place. And I didn't have a struggle coming out. So I'm like, none of this is like I'm not, I'm on the edge of the community, obviously. Thank you so much for having me.
No, we love you.
But I'm never like, all those women in Portland that are just like, oh, my queer community. Since when?
Yeah.
Like, I hated it.
Thank God.
But now I know I should have said it more early. I probably would have gotten maybe some more stuff in my career.
Maybe. Yeah. We gotta get you a nice masked girlfriend.
Hey, hasn't helped me. Hasn't helped me at all.
But yes, I am.
I love that. And
Bisexual,
how
yeah.
long have you been with your boyfriend?
Almost 3 years.
Oh, how'd you guys meet?
We met on Tinder on the road in Omaha, Nebraska.
Whoa.
What?
Mm-hmm.
And then you moved him
Supposed
out?
to be a one night stand. Oops.
That's hot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's the best. But he was like being a real slut at that time, and I was a little bit, but not in the same way, obviously, because I can't. Like, I'm just so envious of like men who can not
'Cause you could be
worry
killed.
about being killed. Yeah. And I was like very like, I'm not telling you where I'm staying, and I'm not getting in your car.
Well, it's
and he
also
was like,
Omaha.
okay. Yeah, it was a real random place.
Yeah.
And I'd only really ever had like tried even to have 2 Tinder hookups ever. One was in Alaska, and that was a nightmare
Why?
because I think he was very closeted. So he was sweet, it was fine, but he was like for sure not. And then
What happened in Alaska?
I asked him who his favorite comedian was, and he said Kathy Griffin.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was mine, too.
And then he showed up. And then he showed up with a cock ring on, and it was just like
He
it
showed
was
up
like-
with a cock ring
Yeah,
on?
and then I was like,
That's a bad
You've
sign.
been wearing that all night, like
Yeah.
very presumptuous, but also
No,
I
what,
just,
was the answer?
Very-
Yes, he has been wearing that
he
all
had
night?
been wearing it all night. Yeah,
Yes.
so we never actually ended up having sex, and it wasn't like a scary situation. But I'm like, oh, that's the first time I've actually tried to like fuck a stranger on Tinder. Did not go well.
Can I ask a quick question? Why would you wear the cock ring all night?
Just so that it's ready to roll.
Sure, but I also felt like he like needed that help because he does not like women.
Yeah.
So
Right.
he's like, anything will help, just get this blood flowing.
So wait, the two cities that you went on Tinder to like look for a hookup was Alaska
Anchorage, yeah.
and Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah.
You gotta like
You
I
broaden
was
your
asking
horizons.
to be
look like
murdered.
men.
Honestly, the sound of the guys I'm thinking from there, I'm going, I get it.
But
I
it's
know.
slim pickings. There's not that many of them.
Well, it was
You're
all.
picking among what 15 guys
Yeah.
in Alaska?
No.
You're right, and they're both places were very like 50-50, like if this guy's gonna be Trumpy or what. And thankfully it worked out. But yeah, definitely we
The Kathy
both.
Griffin guy goes, no, honey, don't worry. I hate him.
No, he kept talking
He has
about
the
like I mean, he was a stranger and we didn't even have sex because of the cock ring situation. I was like, and then he kept talking about wanting to take me like home to South Carolina to meet his father, and I was like, oh, you want to like show your dad you're with a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
This
that's
is not what you
the
want.
first night one. I want to take you.
Night one, yeah. So I deleted Tinder
I kind
completely.
of like, don't you almost feel like I feel almost jealous of these people who are like, I want to introduce you to my parents. Like, I would never say that to someone I was, like.
You wouldn't say it
jealous
5
of them?
years in.
Yeah. But like that they don't have the self-awareness to like,
Yeah.
this is crazy. Like,
It
I'm
is
so
very
afraid.
pure.
But
yeah.
you hear these guys be like, all girls want to hear is I love you. I don't even love, like, like they'll say it. So then this guy goes, yeah, I'll say I love you. And how do you show love? Meet my family.
I love that it wasn't even just like, I love you. It was like, let's go to South Carolina.
Yeah.
There's something so
And meet
romantic
my
about
military
that.
father.
Let's
yeah.
get to Charleston.
It makes
I
me think
know.
of like the guys that like cosplay relationships on Instagram.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I walk in and everyone's like, he's the man.
Or they like saw the Notebook and they're like, girls love the South.
I will say it moved very fast with my boyfriend too, but it was mutual. If it had not been mutual, some of the things he said to me early would sound fucking crazy.
yeah,
but
so
I
you-
was in right away, so we were just like, I think I love you.
So you
Like,
were in Omaha on the road and you
Yeah.
got on Tinder and did you meet him at your hotel?
I
or you-
re-downloaded Tinder after
yeah.
the Alaska situation.
Yeah.
The cock ring situation. Yeah, and then I made like 2 dates, like for like 8 and 10 or something, and then I saw he was the first one, and then I canceled the second guy, like
Smart.
a half hour into us hanging out because it seemed like it was really good.
You were like, I'm going to get fucked in Omaha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh yeah, if the person
Wait,
sees,
I love that shot. She just at
One
a
second.
restaurant. She
We're
looks
fucking,
up. She
right?
goes, I'm gonna get fucked in Omaha. Like that.
Fucked in Omaha, your musical.
Yes, I was like, if this first guy seems like normal and safe and cute, then that's a go. Because we're both clear about what we're on this for. Both of our profiles said not looking for anything serious. Ha 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 ha. Now we live in a home with our 3 pets together in Los Angeles. But then I texted or I messaged the second guy to be like, oh, I have to cancel, whatever, and tell him why. It's not his business. He's just a fucking stranger. And then he was like, fuck, I shaved my balls for nothing. And I was like, well, seems like it's a good choice.
It is a lot of work.
But I wonder if he was
"You're
like,
disgusting.
if he said that to be funny, because it is funny, or
No, he was mad.
or if he thought like, oh, she's gonna want to know that I have
prepped.
I prepped smooth balls.
Again,
I'm back in.
Say it again.
very presumptuous because that's the thing. Like you're saying, it's true. For the most part, at any Tinder hookup, like a straight dude is gonna fuck whoever shows up.
Yeah.
But like we're not. I'm not like that. Like
Well-
because it's very hard to tell from a photo or a profile, like if someone has bad breath or they're just fucking weird. You know,
Yeah.
like I can't just automatically fuck any dude.
So you do the meetup beforehand? I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Oh yeah. We like met up at a bar.
Oh, okay.
That was right next to my hotel, but I didn't tell him that. So it was all
Smart.
very convenient for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Of course, as it should be. I like that. Also, the other guy's like, I shaved my balls for nothing. It's like, well, you actually probably should have shaved your balls like yesterday because it's actually like STD wise, like
Yeah.
really dangerous. Like, what if you nicked it and then it's in
Thank
my mouth?
you.
Like, that's actually really you shouldn't. That's on the list if when you go get tested of things not to do.
Thank
Right.
you, Dylan.
I just got by the Instagram for the microneedling. Do I have to wait to get cum on my face?
Did you get microneedled?
Yeah.
No, I think you're fine.
Okay.
I
Because it says you're supposed to wait 24 hours before after exercise. Like
But that's
exercise.
because it
'Cause
can inflame your skin and
But I have open pores. I needled my whole face.
Yeah, you shouldn't get cum in it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say
Just
that-
in
I
case.
microneedle just make
I mean,
sure.
can you take a break from cum on the face for one day?
I'm just saying.
24 full hours?
feel like
Or is
you-
that hard?
I was like, what time is it? Not yet.
I feel like you also never have cum on your
Colton.
face.
No, but it's one of those things where I
your
thought
husband
about
on?
it. No, I just thought about
Fine.
it. Well, I was gonna go up last night after the party.
You were hoping to fuck someone famous last night.
Well, I had
Neil Patrick
two
Harris?
lined up, and then another lined up,
Do you
and
think
then
you
I was
could've
like, it's
pulled-
1:30.
Do you think you could pull Neil Patrick Harris?
It seemed like it was going well when you guys were. I have a video of them talking.
Oh my god. I
We
would
were
love to see
creeping on
it.
Colton at the bar, throwing it at MPH. And but
Did you ask him to do the podcast?
No,
That's
it was-
crazy.
Go to hell.
Colton.
No, I'd say that to him. He's throwing it back at me.
But the video, I didn't want Neil Patrick Harris to see me filming him. So the second he turned around, I was like, ah! It's just like me going, Colton, I see you.
I just go to Neil. I go, no, she's filming me. Don't worry.
But then like his fan base is so funny because of that fucking sitcom. He was on, like, it's so many straight dudes coming up to him like, you don't want this life.
Yeah.
He was just buying like 5 pints of beer for like a bunch of bros, and I was like, and you're paying? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, that is strange.
When I was at the bar, the bartender comes up to him and goes, are you Neil Patrick Harris? He goes, yeah. He goes, really? He goes, yeah. He goes, no way. He goes, yeah. I was like, how often is that guy
all
being
the
like,
time.
I'm not getting got again. Are you Neil or not? Like,
I also saw him scooting around on the Lime scooter, and that just made me laugh.
Oh, I
I
hate
just
that.
go, there's Neil Patrick Harris on the Lime scooter.
Oh god.
What's better than that?
Where's he been? I feel. Oh, he did Gone Girl.
That
Well, he
was
does
that was
Broadway.
2012.
Oh,
though.
he does Broadway.
Yeah.
You know
He does
what?
a lot of Broadway.
I feel like once I live in New York, I'm really gonna be like into Broadway. But as of right now, I don't know what's happening.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's a lot of good regular plays out right now, too. But I love a musical, love a play. I'll see anything.
I only
me
see it when
too.
like
I
the-
always
off,
go
off.
the, yeah, exactly. Anything that I can get a ticket to that day, I go.
Yeah, totally.
and I would love it. We don't really. Do we have plays here?
No.
Yeah, in Texas they say no plays.
Too gay.
That's
It's too
too
gay.
fancy.
Yeah.
You can
yeah.
act, but don't act too much.
It's
Yeah.
not Christian.
Don't project.
Yeah, it's not Christian to pretend.
No.
Imagination is from Satan. We
So
all
wait.
know that.
When you met your boyfriend, did you guys then? Was he living in Omaha?
Yeah.
And you guys were like, you were just there for the weekend.
Yeah.
And then
And also when it was clear we were like falling in love or whatever, I was like,
How many days? was
maybe I should just move to Omaha. Because he had a 3-bedroom house with a fucking basement and a garage and a big
For
yard.
like $600
Life's
a
nice
yeah,
month.
in
for
Omaha,
like
man.
$12.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't want to stay in Omaha. Like, obviously, I'm like, oh, fine.
Come to LA.
Let's recrowd my apartment again with mail items.
What does
Wait,
he do?
No,
Why
has
is he able
really
to
good
move?
stuff. Well, I mean, I don't want to say.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't
I got
have
a
to-
quick
you don't have
question.
to.
At the time, he had a steady remote job.
I'm just thinking about it. Do you think that the guy that was like, fuck, I shaved my balls, do you think he specifically shaved his balls because he's like, well, she's from LA, so she's going to want
Yeah.
shaved balls?
Oh,
Like, was he going to do that for an Omaha woman? Or was he like, ooh, she's fancy
Yeah.
coming from Hollywood?
I hope
city
so.
balls
I
for a
hope
city
you're
girl.
right.
It is
I-
considerate. Most men are just like, she'll deal with the bush.
Yeah, you know, I'm like, I don't know.
which is also fine. Like, I,
I think a
yeah,
bush
who
is fine.
cares?
Actually, I think the bush is coming back, and I've been seeing pics of guys with like huge bushes, and I'm
Yeah.
like, this is actually so.
Bushes
It's
is
good.
back.
It's good.
Oh, because you have the bush. Why are we laughing? 'Cause Jimmy has
Because
the bush?
Jimmy's clearly being like, I think everybody's okay. I mean, seriously, we got to reconsider.
Like, just looking at your face, I have an idea of what it looks
Yeah,
like.
it looks very similar.
We probably have the exact same color pubes.
you guys like you do.
Probably.
Bush is back, but also like it's fine if you don't like that. I have such sensitive skin. I'm just like I'm not getting waxed ever again because for what? For who? For straight men? No. It hurts so bad.
I love that.
Yeah.
And
It's not
I
for
make
straight
my
men.
boyfriend-
I feel like it's for women. Women are more judgmental
I do love.
to women.
I do love
about
when
that.
girls are like, I do it for me. I'm like, okay, chica.
Yeah. So,
I mean, but,
it does
like-
feel better sometimes, but not like it's just so painful. I just can't.
And Colton,
I don't have one, but
Will you wax your hole?
A
Yeah.
pussy.
yeah, but
Hey,
I
your
thought
back hole. You call your
Your
pussy.
bussy.
I
Your
don't
little
call.
pussy in the back.
Well, I wax my pussy,
Yeah.
but
The
I
butthole part feels good though. I would wax only the butthole.
that's what I was gonna ask. Oh, sorry. I was like, you have one of the things I have.
Yes, thank you.
The whole.
Can you wax your
I
own
can't
hole?
remember. Can I? Yes.
It's difficult.
I
You
wa-
wax your own butthole?
No, I'm just saying I could. I could do anything.
Yeah. There's kits for it.
I feel like I would rather do that than have some woman do it.
I don't think
Why?
you can. I don't feel
I
like
can
you're
reach.
flexible enough.
I'm actually incredibly
It's part
flexible.
of the process,
You see how he
though.
bullies me? He said I'm not flexible enough to wax my own hole.
I don't think.
You can do it.
He just said that I'm not flexible enough to wax my own hole. It's like, Colton, I'm trying my best. I'm at the gym every single day. I'm stretching.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
You think you could?
Yeah.
Yes, you just like put your leg on the side of the bathtub or whatever. It's fine. But it's also part
The
of the
side of the
waxing
bathtub?
process to be bullied by an old Russian woman. Like it feels good.
Yeah, I have a
Okay.
joke like this, but one time the lady waxing my hole said, "Have you tried therapy?" And if you ever waxed your hole, you know you're not in there for very long.
Do you think she asked you that because she knew like you're having gay sex and she didn't approve and she was like, have you tried therapy to get out of this lifestyle?
She was like,
And it is a
blue
lifestyle.
hair.
Thank you.
I one time saw George Takei ream his husband, be like, "It's an orientation. It's not a lifestyle. It's not a choice. It's an orientation."
It is hard to say it's not a lifestyle when, okay, and not like in the Republican way, but like obviously it's like you can't choose it. Obviously, who would? But you know, when you are gay, it's
Actually,
like
no.
all of a sudden your lifestyle does change. Where you're kind of like, whoa, I get to
Yeah.
like dress however I want.
It's a
and, like,
culture.
it's a culture. There's a culture. Well, I guess that's the difference.
And I think we should start saying it's for the culture.
It's yeah.
You should call yourself Last Culture Recess.
And that's what we call it.
That's what I thought I was on
Last-
today.
yeah.
So hopefully
Sorry about that.
I'll get some views.
We'll hope so.
No,
so.
but the woman bullying you for waxing your butthole does seem like she would call it a lifestyle and think that therapy.
no,
could
she
get you
was
out.
like tattooed punk, you know,
Oh.
alt
Why
lifestyle.
was she suggesting therapy to you? What were
Probably
you
his
doing in
energy.
there?
Probably his energy.
Probably,
Yeah, you're right.
probably. I probably was complaining.
Struggling. Oh.
Probably was like, ugh, my day? Yeah. Oh, my day was fine.
Is that how you have to do it?
Yeah, I really hate it when they make me go cannonball and not do the 4 stance.
Oh, because I am usually on my side. Yeah,
I hate
I don't
that
know
one.
if it's just
I
for
feel
ladies, but
I feel like a Roman emperor whenever I'm like that. I'm like, give me grapes.
no, they make me go on my side and then to like lift up the cheek.
No, they always.
You gotta
Ah.
hold your own cheek open, but
I'll just do it myself. I'll do it myself.
and you can.
Thank
'cause
you.
You've been working
Every
really hard.
waxer acts like, no, don't do that pose. It's like you all think your pose is the right pose.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm flexible enough to do any of them.
Oh, maybe they're telling me to go on my side because they think I have limited mobility. Or they just don't want to see me on all fours. I don't know.
I
I'm
get-
always just lifting my own cheek.
Like bring me to the limited motility room.
Honestly, I get why the all 4s does feel like she would be eye level with it, and I think she just wanted to protect her day.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how you dream like things that happen during your day? How many butthole dreams do you think these waxers have?
Oh, like when you have work dreams?
Yeah.
Probably a lot.
I mean,
What do you think
People-
is the waxer's like work nightmare?
Shit. Probably shit.
Blood.
Big farts.
or it's just like
Shitty blood.
she waxes the hair and then it
Any
grows
blood
back.
farts.
It's like a bush. It's like and she's just trying to wax it off, and it kept coming and it kept coming.
Oh my god. Well,
Oh wow,
really flew
Okay.
by.
time flew by.
We're done?
We have two segments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So our first segment is really famous.
It's do you have any questions for us?
Oh my God. I wish I had been prepared.
I know that's the point.
It's actually more of a segment of make you feel uncomfortable.
And what do you come up with?
Okay. I actually feel like with you two, no judgment, this question will go nowhere.
Okay,
but I
great.
was going to say, what are you reading right now?
I'm reading The Rules of Magic by Alice Hoffman. It's the prequel to Practical Magic.
Oh,
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, it's my favorite book.
What about you?
It's called All the Lights Go Out or something. It's about World War II.
Gotcha, bitch. We read.
Oh my
Okay?
God, I'm shocked.
What are you reading?
I'm reading.
All the Light We Cannot See.
Oh, I know about
they
that
made it into a movie,
Yeah.
but the book is crazy.
I'm reading Nico Case's autobiography.
Ooh.
Who's that?
She's a singer. You know who Nico Case is?
Did she
Wow.
sing in a band that we know?
Yeah, she's in the New Pornographers, but she also does a lot of solo stuff.
Marina and the Diamonds is releasing another album
Okay.
soon.
Not what
I
was talking about.
It's fun,
that's
but
good.
I thought,
But he was trying to connect,
but
Amy.
then right,
Indie rock connection.
Yeah,
and then I can
Important.
tell you about the thing that I did yesterday.
Okay.
So I was listening to the new album, which is
By
the
Marina
gay.
and the Diamonds.
Yeah, it's the gayest music you could possibly listen to. She hasn't released anything since 2012, so everyone's very excited. But I was walking down 6th Street, and it completely changed everyone from being dangerous to being like fun. And I was walking down the side of the road, and this black dude grabs my arm, and I'm like, look at him, and he goes, bro, has anybody ever told you look like Morgan Wallen? And I was like, no, I normally get the quarterback from the Eagles or the San Francisco 49ers. And he goes, that dude's black. I go, well, then not that one. And he goes, I bet you if you started singing Morgan Wallen, I would be fucking on point. I was like, pull me. I started singing. He goes, damn, dude, you crazy. He walks away. I was like, Morgan Wallen.
Are you a big reader?
Yeah. In my life, yes, but I take too long of breaks. I have like a real I don't know if it's an ADHD thing, or just overly sentimental. I'll read a book so fast, and then like when there's like 1 or 2 chapters left, I just put it down for like months, and it's a big issue because I don't want it to be over.
Yeah.
And then
Do you ever reread books?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Valley of the Dolls.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah.
What's that one?
It's like a 70s, like, there's a movie of it too. There's like a really trippy movie of it and a sequel that Roger Ebert directed, strangely, Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. But it's just like 70s, like LA pageant sort of gals that take a lot of pills.
Oh,
Yeah. It's gay canon, I think.
Love it.
okay.
You should
Then I'll read it.
It's really good. It's one of my favorites.
Okay. I
And
still
then-
need to read Henry V. I'm like halfway through. And I go, I get it. I like to jump in the world and jump
I have
out.
a thing where I get nervous with books where I go like I'm scared I won't like it or won't get immersed into it, and
Yes.
so then I resist. Yeah.
It is okay, PSA, to put a book down.
Yeah.
You do not have to finish a book. You do not have to finish a movie. You don't have to finish a TV show. If it's not hitting, just move on.
I agree.
But I'm the same way. But I'll get so immersed and then just like put it away.
You know what I find is helpful to that? I'll then read that author's multiple different books. If I like
For
one
sure.
book, I'm like, if I love this book, I'll read all of their other books. And so then I read like collections rather than like, oh, all these different books. I get nervous with new people. It's the same thing with music. Like for some reason,
And people.
and people, I get new. I'm like,
Yeah.
I need a minute. Yeah.
Do I get more questions?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you were forced to choose one religion and you have to be a part of it and you have to go full bore, what would you choose?
Rastafari.
I hate you.
All them boys in Maya.
This is not okay to do.
You asked the question.
You told me
I
to go
didn't know
full
he
in.
was going to turn into
You
Chet
should
Hanks.
say, yeah. God, I would let Chet Hanks destroy me.
Oh my
Okay.
God, he's so hot in that Kate Hudson show.
Oh yeah, and yeah, I'm just he's. I mean, what do you think his conversations with Tom are like? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, they get along.
yeah, he's so cool.
I would love it
I
if he's
think
like,
he's, like,
you're my
proud of
little
him."
batty
I
boy.
think he's like proud of him.
Yeah,
It's so
I think
funny.
he is.
I am too. I'm proud of Chet Hanks.
You're just saying Rasta for the weed.
I don't smoke.
Oh, you don't?
I get too high.
Okay.
But it
It
was
was a really quick choice.
And you have to be full force.
it's because
You have to go all the way in extremist at whatever that thing is.
I'm already ready to dread.
Ooh,
And I really want to go
like,
walk around, go, there's an 8 in my hair. Do you want it?
Stop doing that accent. Oh my God.
Can I be like? Can I
Oh,
say
my
like
bad.
Jewish? But I'm one of those Jewish people that's like not religious, culturally, but cultural.
You don't have to go all the way deep in like, Orthodox or like Hasidic, but you got to go pretty. You have to
I like
obey
Charlotte.
all the things. Yeah.
Okay,
Like you have to have Sabbath. You have to like,
this is actually a really hard question.
thanks.
Because I'm like,
Most people ask, does
so
it hurt?
many of them have many of them have like such bad inclination. Can I choose witchcraft?
Sure.
Wiccan.
Yeah, but
Definitely.
I would probably do a subsect of witchcraft. I don't know if it would necessarily be Wiccan, but yeah.
What about you?
Buddhism.
Oh,
Nice.
I didn't even
I go
consider that.
Buddhism.
I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm Christian, Catholic.
Wow,
I thought
you're ready
Buddhism
to be
too
like-
because they didn't do any crimes, but I guess they are doing a genocide in Myanmar, so there's that.
I wouldn't be one of those.
Okay, good.
I would be like
Thank
the
God.
chill one.
Thank God.
You're ready for like a life of minimalism, though.
Yeah, for sure.
How are you gonna podcast?
I don't own this equipment.
What about you?
I think I probably would go Judaism.
Yeah,
Yeah, for the culture.
I went on birthright.
but he's not
Oh,
Jewish.
nice.
You can't say that.
Well, we only have one final segment,
Mhm.
Okay.
and this is the entire show is based on.
We've kind of built up our whole relationship to this point.
Yeah, which is
If you were a gay man.
would you rather have sex with me or Colton?
And why?
Okay. But I don't want anyone to get mad.
No,
No
we
one
do this
gets
every
mad.
day.
We've actually, we did it 6 times this weekend.
And you
Yeah.
never get hurt?
No.
Colton sometimes like freaks out a little bit.
Colton gets upset.
The character.
Yeah.
Okay. I just feel like I'm more compatible with Dylan
Mm-hmm.
sexually. I feel like you'd be a little less high maintenance. Is
He
that
would be?
tr- yeah.
And so
That
I guess
you
the
would be
assumption would
more
be more
high
high maintenance.
maintenance?
What does that mean?
What does high maintenance look like for you?
Like, okay, I just feel like you would need a lot more care and maybe fall in love with me in a way that would become weird in our friendship.
Actually, the opposite.
I was gonna say. Colton's high maintenance in the sense that, like, if you wanted to fuck him and date him, you would have to like buy him gifts.
That's
and,
what
like,
I'm saying.
But like me, I mean, like
I feel like we would just have like a really fun time, laugh and giggle, and then like no strings attached.
No strings
chill,
attached.
I don't know. I
No
Like
strings
show
attached.
each other a good time.
I could do that.
I
It
just
would
feel like I would have
cost-
to like serve Colton.
Yeah, you would have to.
And
serve.
I won't,
You
and
would.
I
and you,
Okay,
yeah.
see?
Yeah.
I'm correct.
Right.
And
but
I'm not going to do
but
that.
there wouldn't be the emotional.
I would serve you because you wouldn't be entitled about it. I would surprise you.
Yeah, see, so
And
no
be
one's
like,
feelings get
"My
hurt
king."
until
No,
it
this-
heightens to the point of that. You
Okay.
just-
I just want to do a good job.
You did an incredible job.
Thank you.
Thank
Do
you
you know
so
what I
much.
mean, though?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We would like watch a show and like
Yeah.
it would just be chill and then back to normal friendship the next day. But I just feel like you would expect so much from me.
like what?
Money.
Cash.
Do you not have any? You said on your Tinder profile you had cash.
Cash. And I just feel like, yeah, like I don't. Like you would just really expect a lot and not even get to a point where you would just make yourself come. Like if I'm just over it and I don't want to work on it anymore. But I feel like Dylan would make himself come if it came to that point. Like we would probably just like mutually masturbate and then watch a couple shows.
She is right.
he loves
And
the
that's
side.
so fun.
I come and go, have you seen the Jennifer Garner hit Alias from 2004? We gotta watch it.
I'll just make myself come so we can start Alias. You know,
Yeah.
like Colton would be like, "What are you doing?"
I
Try
want to be
harder.
filmed. Film me before we watch the show. I want to be filmed.
Oh,
See?
that's
So I nailed
good. You killed it.
Thanks.
Where can people find you?
Amy Miller Comedy on Instagram.
Follow Amy. She's absolutely hilarious. Do you have
Thanks.
anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I tour. I don't know when this comes out, but amymillercomedy.com. It has all my tour dates and shit like that. And then, yeah, just follow me. I'm kind of on TikTok, but not really. I just look at it.
Guys,
But follow me
Amy.
anyway.
Follow
'Cause
Amy.
it's all that matters in this job.
It really is.
Nobody cares about talent. And you can mute me after the follow. I don't give a fuck.
That's true.
Just
But you do.
click it
They
and
do
go.
still want you to have engagement. you do
Okay,
need to
that's
get.
where I'm messing up.
Yeah. Follow Amy. Thank you so much for listening. Whatever.
Follow us
You
too.
know where to find us,
Thank
pigs.
you.
All right,
Bye.
bye.
Follow us.
So, this is back. Some of this is back. Some of this is back. Some of this is
Here to drag out Whore.
No,